look at those girls dance. Joe, I can hear the drums. Man. Here we go, Raiders. Bum, bum. Ayo. Oh, look at that layup. These Raiders are fantastic on their unguarded layups, Joe. I don't know if they can be stopped tonight if they're unguarded getting layups. Look at that flow on Goldilocks. They call this warm-up Under the Sea. Under the sea. Oh, man. He's got moves, and he is not white, so they better watch out. I don't know. They've got two. So, one has an afro. They could be good. Goldilocks. But guess what? Goldilocks is a 0. Oh, check out that number. Wait, he's wearing sneakers, Joe. Oh, okay. It looked like sneakers for a second. Oh, man. Yeah, Crawford's good. I'm wearing my skate shoes. You can tell by the scuffs on the toe. Joe, put on your headphones. You can tell by the scuffs on the toe. I'm wearing my skate shoes. Skate to live to skate. I'll talk to you up there, bud. I got you. So we're probably gonna do a couple crowd pans throughout the game. So that'll be good. If I start talking about the crowd, and look at that Regis crowd, you go to the crowd. And you can go close, you can go far, like whip out your dick, start beating it off, whatever you want. I'm going to kill you if you overuse that like Tommy. If you overuse that like Tommy, I'm going to kill you. Hey, listen to my dick. Somebody's doing something. What? Hey, let me see if now everybody's gone. You know, can you get 2 more of those, Nate? Thanks, buddy. And 3, 2, 1, and there's 10:37 left for game time.
Thank you.
Justin, I could not hear you at all there, bud. What?
Where is it?
Did you check the other table? There's another table at that entrance.
Yo, can you hear me or is this no? You good?
Yes, we can hear you. Now you're yelling.
I know. Am I supposed to be yelling or no?
No. You're supposed to be speaking.
I know. So that means should I turn it down or turn it up? I mean.
You just need your tongue literally needs to be able to touch like the blue thing in the center. You see that center thing?
Yeah, I do.
All right, that's good. And here we go.
No. You talk on this and see what you think. Work it.
Penis McWiener face. Yeah, I'm louder, Joe. That's definitely obvious. And we got our officiating crew. Okay, we can't have people back there all game. They're going to fuck with our cords. Joe. 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 Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Oh. Okay, you gonna be the mean old man to kick the little kids out of the black play area. Nate gets to kick the little kids out. You're a dick. Hold on. Hey, just no, Nate. Tell him to just be careful with the cord. Mary had a little gram, and a lamb. Mary had a little gram of Columbia's finest blow. I enjoy it, but, dude, I like my seat. You can go sit in the bleachers and do stuff. You want to sit in the bleachers?
Hey, when do you guys want to start pregame? Yo, Steven.
What?
When
You're
do you-
yelling.
I know. When am I supposed to start pregame?
We will start pregame soon. Do you have enough to talk about for an entire pregame for like a full length one?
I mean, we got statistics and like facts about their team and all that you could go talk about. You could talk about specifically like how Josh has scholarships places.
Because they're unguarded?
They're basketball players.
It's varsity high school ball in Colorado, Joe. I mean, this is the cream of the crop.
Have you seen like I want to see like a team like LeBron James's high school team play?
No, watch like Saint X. They're insane.
I mean, I want to see a kid who throws the ball off the backboard and slam dunks it one-handed.
That's like Saint X, bro.
Yeah.
I loved it when that comes on ESPN. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Raider fans alike, to Thunderridge High School in the gym dubbed the Grizzly Den, where your Regis Jesuit Raiders will be taking on the Thunderridge Grizzlies. Steven Snyder here, joined by my color commentator Justin Brazel, my fantastic producer Joe Quigley, my cameraman Tyler Ballinger, and our amazing statistician Nate Root. Justin, great to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's a packed crowd here tonight. Regis is ranked 12th. No, we're ranked 9th. Thunderridge is ranked 12th. So it should be a good matchup.
It is, and I know, Justin, tonight, the story, I think, this Thunderridge crowd can get loud, and this gym is acoustically built for making the house literally shake.
It is. They have their student section packed over there in the corner. Regis is outnumbered tonight for student section, which is, of course, something you see on a away game, but we'll see how loud this student section can get tonight.
Definitely, and as we start, it is senior night for the Thunderridge Grizzlies, so they will be introducing their seniors. Now, Justin, let's take a look tonight at the starting lineup for the Regis Jesuit Raiders. And we'll see here. So tonight for Regis Jesuit, we have, starting, of course, Josh Perkins and Eric Stemper, and then Kip Barilla. The interesting thing is Devin Cadillac's really earned that starting spot. And Starkle always starting, but he has his Starkle. I'd like to talk about him for a second. He kind of plays like a roller coaster. He's either hot or he is not.
He really is. That last game we played on Tuesday night versus Rock Canyon, he was on fire, lights out, shooting threes and everything. So, but maybe the game before that, you never know. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what team, what player he shows up tonight.
It definitely will. And Justin, let's start here. What do the Raiders need to do tonight to beat the Grizzlies?
I believe they just need to attack the paint. They need to go up strong and get the guys they have a height advantage, that they're basically the other team has a higher height team, way of saying it, but.
And that includes the 6'8" Zach Parag and the 6'4" Keelan Hammonds. Zach Parag only a sophomore, but towering in height.
But I mean, if I was Regis, this team lives and dies by that three-point line. So it's gonna see if we can get out early and start making these 3-pointers and get a lead. So
and that's the key for the Raiders, Justin, tonight for me, is they need to not beat themselves from the three-point line, because Regis has a tendency in their losses to do that. They take too many threes, they have too low of a shooting percentage, and they essentially beat themselves. But if the Raiders can get off to a strong start and get a lead early, we saw them not do that against Heritage. They only led by 2 at half, ended up winning by, I believe, around 30. We saw that not do that against Mountain Vista, who led by as many as 17 at one point. The Raiders need to get out and start fast tonight.
They really do. I want to see Josh Perkins more of like a passer type guy, getting the guys, everybody involved. He needs to swing the ball around. They need to pass it so that we get this team tired early and just keep putting those points up on the board.
Indeed, Coach Kenshaw does focus on conditioning and really emphasizes it. On another note, Justin, on the game beforehand on this very floor, the Regis Jesuit Junior varsity team took their first loss of the season, falling to this Thunderridge Grizzly team. So it'll be really interesting to see as that team progresses into the next couple years what they can do, because if you're going undefeated now, but there is a lot of young starters in the state of Colorado, this is going to be a very nice 2 or 3 years for Colorado basketball, and it's going to get intense and it's going to get good.
It's going to get physical in here tonight. It's no doubt about it. Regis is really, I mean, Kip Barilla has a really tough job going against a bunch of these 6 foot tall guys. So, I mean, all it starts is on defense. So, I mean, talking about this full court pressure, I mean, what have we seen in the last couple of games, Steven?
Definitely, and I think for the Grizzlies tonight, Justin, I think they just need to let the Raiders beat themselves. The Grizzlies need to play fundamental basketball and just keep it low, get inside, pick your shots, use the clock. And the Raiders have a tendency to beat themselves sometimes, and teams don't let that develop fully. So I think if you're the Grizzlies, you need to play fundamental basketball, and that's about it.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, it all comes down to turnovers. Whoever has the most turnovers normally loses the game. So I really look to see our point guards and shooting guards holding onto the ball better and making wiser decisions.
And as I look over my stat sheets, Justin, I see that coming into this game, the team's Regis Jesuit has won 12 of its last 13. It's only lost to Mountain Vista in a 77-73 thriller, which they actually had a chance to win that with Perkins at the line taking 3 shots down by 3 late, but he missed 2 of them. And then Thunderridge coming in winning 8 of their last 9, going down also to Mountain Vista 78-72. So both these teams very compatible if you look at the game and coming into this game where they stand.
They really do. I mean, record shows a lot here. It shows that both teams are physical, both teams don't go down without a fight, and that this is going to be an excellent matchup tonight.
And it definitely is. So we're going to take a quick break here from the Grizzly Den, and we will be back for the start of Thunderridge Regis Jesuit here on RJ Live. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Grizzlies and Raiders, grandmas and grandpas, to tonight's fantastic brawl of matchup here. And it is going to be physical. That's why I do use the word brawl here in the Grizzly Den at Thunderridge High School. Again, your Regis Jesuit Raiders taking on the Thunderridge Grizzlies. Raiders 16-4. And we'll take a quick break, actually, as we pause for the national anthem. And welcome back here. Again, just another quick overview for those of you who missed the pregame show. Steven Snyder here, joined by my colorman Justin Brazel, statistician Nate Root, producer Joe Quigley, and cameraman Tyler Ballinger. So tonight here we'll look at the starting lineups. We already saw it for the Raiders, and I do not believe the Grizzlies had a set starting lineup coming into this, Justin, so we'll have to see who they throw on the floor.
Yeah, there's a lot of tall people out there, so I mean, it's going to be hard to see who's our starters, but I mean, it looks like they have a pretty good team.
And we will see here Josh Perkins coming out for the Raiders. Next, Eric Stemper, number 13. Devin Cadillac. Kip Barilla. And I missed one who ran too fast. Man, Starkle is such a speed demon, I couldn't even see him.
Yeah, we got a lot of speed out there on this Regis team, which is an advantage for our team tonight.
And here we go. Starting for the Grizzlies, number 1, Tanner DeBoer. I didn't catch that name. And I'm not going to be able to give you the starting lineup, folks. I can't see because of the coaches.
All right, well, they give you a little heads up between this matchup tonight. Thunderridge averages about 63.9 points a game, while Regis averages 71.1 points.
And the really tough thing for these teams is going to be to get that 0.9 and that 0.1 points. They don't come by easy in basketball games. Normally you score points in whole numbers, so we'll see what the teams do here.
Well, I mean, it looks like both these teams live and die by that three-point line, so I say tonight, whoever starts hitting them first is going to come out win this game.
And we will see here Regis crowd using the natural ritual of turning around. And I mean, it's home or away, Justin. This Regis crowd always brings something to the table.
This student section is one of a kind. You don't see it at most schools, and always here no matter who we're playing. So I think it's like the sixth man for this team.
All right. Justin, final prediction for the game.
Final prediction, I say, whoever starts off and gets the points early is going to win this game.
Yeah, but let's give it a prediction and a score. Let's put some numbers to it. I'm going to go Regis Jesuit in an 87-82 nail biter.
I'm going to go 64-57. Regis wins this game. And the reason I say that is because this is going to be a defensive game, starting with Kip Barilla and Elijah Stanford on the Regis side. So,
and as we come out, the jump will be between Josh Perkins for the Raiders and number 20 for the Grizzlies, Keelan Hammonds, the 6'4", which is really interesting because the Grizzlies have much more height than that. In fact, they have 3 guys taller than him on their roster.
They really do. They were out height tonight, but we'll see what happens.
And here goes the tip, won by Josh Perkins, but Eric Stemper can't collect it. Gets it in to number 0, Joe Marucci for Thunderridge, who lays it in. And look at that fantastic flow, Justin, on Marucci.
I was going to say, it looks like it's going to be a fast-paced offense tonight for this Grizzlies team.
It definitely does. They look like they like to run it. Regis usually likes to hold it a little more. Stemper gets fast from Starkle, gets it over to Barilla. Finds Perkins for the quick pull-up 3, and he will not hit it off the screen. Turned over as Thunderridge runs down the floor. Zach Rusk bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Finds it inside to number 33, Howell, who kicks it out to Marucci, who hits it. And Marucci has got the hair and the groove working for him tonight.
He has scored the first 5 points for this Grizzlies offense, so it'll be a really matchup we'll have to be watching out for tonight with him.
Barilla driving on the wing, and he will get tripped up. So he will go. No. Is he going to the line, Justin? I don't know if the call was a drive or not. It was reaching, so he will not go to the line. Inbound high up to Devin Cadillac, who gets it to Perkins. Perkins gets the kick over to Starkle. Starkle with a quick move gets inside, but blocked by number 20, Hammonds. And again, bringing it up, Rusk for the Grizzlies. Gets it over to O'Neal. O'Neal over to Rusk. Rusk thinking about it, tries to drive, gets the baseline, but loses the handle, and that'll be a Raider ball.
Yeah, I mean, looking around on this Grizzlies team, it looks like everyone, they're going with the tall matchup or whatever. Normally, I mean, we played Mountain Vista. They didn't have any people who are really that tall, so.
Marucci pressing Josh Perkins, and he's not able to get it. Brian Starkle can't save it, and that'll be a Grizzlies ball. So
looks like Coach Shaw was looking for a tip ball there, but apparently they're not going to get the call, so back to Grizzlies.
Inbound to Rusk. Rusk kicks it over to Hammond. Hammond to O'Neal. O'Neal looking inside, won't go to Rusk. Instead, he'll go to Marucci for another three, and off and rebounded by Perkins, who will bring it up the floor and start it for the Raiders. Really interesting that they decided to press there against the Raiders. Perkins with a nice drive and lays it in easily.
Yeah, it's always easy for Josh Perkins, getting those easy points there in the paint.
Regis crowd finally able to get up. Regis tradition also to sit down until they score. Oh, Regis crowd sitting back down. I don't know. Got something interesting going on. I like it, though.
I was going to say this is new. Normally, Regis never sits down, so.
Shot by Hammonds for three, and off the mark. Rebounded by Perkins again. Perkins looking to run the floor. Marucci getting all turned around, and he kicks it out to Stemper. Stemper over to Cadillac to Starkle, who hits the three.
The one thing you never really, you see a lot of from Josh is no-look passage, and right there, he had a great look pass.
Quick run there by Marucci, who tried to lay it in, but Starkle said, "Get out of my house," and absolutely swatted that down. Perkins on the drive, and he gets it to go. Raiders with a quick 7-0 run there to bring themselves up by 2, 7-5 with 5:30 left in this first quarter of play. Gets it inside, and Howell will not convert. Misses. Rebound by Barilla. Oh! Perkins tries the pass. Intercepted. Great heads-up play by Marucci. Gets it to Rusk. Finds O'Neal. O'Neal with the drive, and he gets the lay-in to tie it at 7.
Yeah, turnovers are going to come down to tonight, so whoever has the least is going to win.
Quick pass to Perkins, and they end up passing it around. Find Cadillac at 3, who can't get it. Rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal kicks it up to Rusk. Rusk was looking for the quick pass. Marucci gets it inside. Can't get the alley-oop to Howell, but Howell grabs it and rebounds it.
Looks like Regis fell asleep there, and they got the easy 2.
Perkins driving, and they will say that is a foul on
number 22, Hunter O'Neal. So
O'Neal will get the foul. Thunderridge now already up to 2 fouls. Regis still haven't fouled. Very impressive. Raiders usually a team that foul quite a bit. Coming on the floor for the Grizzlies, Zarlim and Crawford.
Looks like Josh stumbles there, but regains his feet.
And working against a man defense. Starkle kicks it out to Cadillac. Cadillac over to Barilla on the ring. Barilla looks to drive. Kicks it out. Finds Josh, who will not take the lane. He kicks it over to Cadillac. Cadillac finds Starkle out on the wing. Regis taking their time as usual. Gets it back out to Perkins up top. Perkins with a great move. Gets it inside, and he will draw the foul, but won't convert the basket.
Yeah, that Thunderridge defense is doing an excellent job keeping Regis out of the paint. So it looks like it was a great move there by Josh, but
O'Neal's got to be careful. He's already got 2 fouls to his name here. 4 minutes into the game, halfway through the first quarter, and Perkins hits the first.
And it looks like O'Neal's going to go take a seat on the bench. They don't want to make him get any more fouls before the end of the first.
Marucci, the man on a mission, coming back in for the Grizzlies. And Perkins will miss the second. Perkins not typically a great free throw shooter, Justin.
Yeah, Josh Perkins is 161 of 221, so on the year.
All right. There's some numbers for you. Oh, finds it inside to Marucci, who gets it to go again. And both teams sitting down till their team reaches 10, I believe. Stemper working against it, finds Cadillac on a weird pass. Barilla gets the screen for him. Oh, finds it inside, but Barilla drives, has nowhere to go, gets the turnaround and gets it to go. And the foul. He will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Picking up the old-fashioned 3-point play. Great job by Kip Barilla.
And Barilla not typically able to hit those floaters, especially when he's that tightly guarded. All right here, so Barilla will convert the 3-point play. And now we are tied at 11 here with 3:30 left to go in this first quarter. Rusk bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Working against Starkle, gets inside, and has nowhere to go with it. Stripped away by the Raiders. Steal credit to Josh Perkins. Marucci tries a quick strike. Can't get it. Perkins going to take it all the way, and he will get the charge. That'll be a charge on Josh Perkins. That'll be the Raiders' first foul. Thunderridge already at 4, and I believe for a quarter, that puts the Raiders in the bonus.
Josh Perkins trying to plead his case there with the official, but he's not going to get the call he wants. But we've seen that in the Mountain Vista game. I mean, when it comes down to the last second, especially with these close games, I mean, you can't have these.
And gets it into Crawford. And Crawford gets it over to Hammond. Back to Crawford. Back to Rusk for 3. And no good. Rebounded by Starkle. Perkins will take it up the court for the Raiders here. And Perkins with a nice crossover. Gets inside. Will not get it to go. Rebounded by Zarlin. Zarlin kicks it up to Marucci. Marucci over to Rusk. Rusk to Crawford for 3. Wide open. And he will not get it. Oh, Cadillac dragged down there. No foul, though. Might have just gotten his feet tumbled up. Oh, Perkins over to Stemper. Stemper thinks about it but doesn't go. Barilla hits the 3. And the big man taking a Shaquille O'Neal-like shot. In fact, Dwight Howard the other day just hit the 4th 3 of his career, making him 4 for 35 on the NBA side.
That always shows you how great and diverse your team is if your big man can shoot a three-pointer.
And Rusk with the turnaround floater, no good. Rebound by Cadillac. Cadillac kicks it over to Perkins to bring it up the floor. Perkins, great pass by Starkle down on the wing. Starkle gets jammed but finds inside to Barilla. Barilla back out to Starkle. Starkle finds Stemper. Stemper over, gets it to Perkins. Perkins back to Cadillac. Cadillac pulls up for 3, no good. Bounces off Barilla, rebounded by Hammond. Rusk bringing it up for the Grizzlies. 1 minute and 35 seconds left in its first quarter. Raiders lead by 3, 14-11. Rusk inside to Crawford. Kicks it out to Zarlin, who will not hit the open 3. Raiders giving the Grizzlies a lot of open 3s.
They have a lot of open looks there, but they're not taking advantage of it. So Regis needs to start finding ways to stop it.
Great move by Perkins with the fadeaway, and he hits it. Wow. That was dirty. Get that boy a bucket of soap.
Josh Perkins really knows how to get this crowd going for the Regis student section. So, I mean, he can handle pressure really well.
Oh, look at that Regis crowd. I am not worthy. And wow, what a quick strike from Josh. And that was reminiscent of the quick stop, spin, and pop, really coined by Kobe Bryant. That is Kobe's shot. And Josh says, I want a piece of it right there.
I mean, he turned around and then did a fadeaway shot. So, I mean, that's exactly what you said. That's Kobe Bryant's spot. That's his shot. I mean, can't do much better than that.
So the Raiders switching up. Sanford and Beards coming on for the Raiders, and Smith. So it'll be a big change here. Raiders getting some fresh legs in, working on the conditioning. 1:13 remaining. Raiders lead 16-11 here in the Grizzly Den at Thunderridge High School. Thunderridge keeping their 5 in, staying with Crawford, Marucci, Rusk, Hammond, and Zarlin. So definitely a height advantage, as tallest man on the floor for the Raiders here is the 6'2".
Elijah Sanford.
The 6'3", Josh Perkins. So Thunderridge now has 2 people on the floor taller than that right now. Ooh, kicks out to Zarlin. Zarlin to Marucci. Marucci almost loses the handle. Gets it in. Kicks it out to Crawford. Crawford loses the handle out of bounds. And that'll be white ball. Thunderridge ball. They say it was tipped by Sanford.
Great job there by Cam Beards, poking the ball away so that they couldn't get that open 3 in the corner.
Elias Tidegen getting in here for Crawford. Rusk immediately goes to Tidegen, who kicks it over to Zarlin. Zarlin back to Marucci. Marucci's got to keep an eye on that ball. He's bobbled it a couple times trying to catch the pass.
I'm really surprised with this Thunderridge team. They're not trying to go in and take those easy shots.
And Tidegen hits the 3 on the pass from Rusk. make it a 2-point game here. 25 seconds. I imagine Regis will hold for the last shot. Beers over to Smith. Smith to Perkins, and indeed, that's what they will look to do. Clock ticks down now. 15 seconds remaining.
Swinging around.
And Zach Smith looking for the shot. Kicks it out to Starkle. Perkins pits it up with 8 seconds to go, and he hits the three. And that's the buzzer beater off target by Thunderridge Grizzlies. And at the end of the first quarter, Raiders lead 19-14 here from Thunderridge High School. Justin, pro and a con for each team from that quarter.
I'd say the con for Thunderridge is they're not taking advantage of those open threes that they have and nailing them down. So I feel like they need to start attacking the paint more, and since they have that height advantage, they need to start making those easy layups. I say for Regis, though, Josh Perkins is the key right now for this team.
And what about a good thing for Thunderridge and a bad thing for Regis?
I think the bad thing for Regis is they're just shooting more three-pointers. They need to attack the paint more, exactly. So both teams need to attack the paint more. And I say the good thing for Thunderridge is they keep taking those shots, and they're going to eventually make them.
Definitely. If you're Coach Shaw, what do you say to your players in the huddle, Justin?
I say even though that you're on their court right now, I mean, we got the momentum. So go out there and play like we have it and keep trying to take those shots. They're wide open, and protect that defense. Don't let them shoot those open threes.
And the crowd's getting a little personal with a chance. And we will see here inbound. Oh, stolen by Marucci off Beards. And Marucci doesn't get it to go. Gets tangled up with Perkins. Beard on the rebound. Very close there for the Raiders on that turnover. Cam gets trapped. Josh goes over to help. And Marucci's going to come out with the ball. Marucci kicks it out to Rusk. Grizzlies looking to run. Rusk stops and pops the three, but it will not fall. And something fell off of a player. I don't know who it was. Sanford's knee band. Zach Smith rebounded by the Raiders, so we'll see here. Josh looking. And I believe they will call a hand check. Josh Perkins just kind of throwing that one up and sinking it. And that reminds me of LeBron James a couple days ago when he broke that record. SportsCenter actually showed highlights of shots that did not count because they were so amazing. So Josh trying to replicate all the NBA greats tonight here, Justin.
Yeah, he is. But, I mean, I think on that last play, it looks like Elijah Sanford picked up his first foul of the night. So foul trouble is something we'll be watching tonight.
So Sanford with a blocking foul. Rusk taking it up. Looking. Well guarded. Tied guard. Getting it in. Tied again, excuse me. Rusk gets it back. Looking for something. Gets it inside to Howell. Howell turns and sinks it with a deep two. So it's now a 3-point game. This one's going to be... Oh, Josh loses the handle but keeps it in. Whoa. Close one there. Josh working against Marucci. Finds it inside to Starkle, but Starkle cannot get the handle. I'll be out of round. Thunderridge ball.
Yeah, that's Regis' third turnover this so far in this game. So they need to start taking care of that ball. I mean, every shot counts so far. As we've seen, the score is right now 16-15.
So we'll see here as Russ brings the ball up. 16-19, Raiders lead. And Russ getting inside. Russ gets it back on the wing. Finds it out to Marucci up top. Marucci working inside against Zach Smith. Marucci can't get it to go. And that'll be a jump ball, and the arrow is Thunderridge's way, so that will be a Grizzly ball.
Yeah, Thunderridge is really getting physical in the second quarter here. So, I mean, I think Regis needs to step up their intensity here and match it, or even get better than that. So
O'Neal stepping on the court for the Grizzlies to replace Tygen. Russ gets it inside to Howell, and Howell with the easy lay-in. 6:15 remaining in the second quarter of play. Regis leads by one. Stemper with a three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Howell. Marucci looking to run. Has Zarlin. Zarlin with the easy lay-in.
Too many easy layups right there. They need to get back on D and hold their ground.
And Perkins pulls up for three, and he hits it. Oh, my. Josh Perkins is on fire tonight. But quick pass to Marucci. Oh, swatted by Perkins. And the quick pass up to Stemper. Stemper stops. Can't get the layup to go, though. And Howell will recover. Perkins absolutely dominating the court tonight.
Yeah, Josh Perkins everywhere. Everywhere you look, he's getting the ball somehow and doing something to help this team.
O'Neal gets it inside. That'll be a hold on Regis Jesuit. We'll see who that's on.
That looks like it's going to be on Elijah Sanford. That's his second foul, so Coach Shaw's going to put Kip Barilla back in the game.
All right, Kip was playing well. And, man, I'm going to just check with our stats guy here, Justin. In the meantime, what do you think Thunderridge needs to say in their huddle right now?
I think Thunderridge needs to talk about how they just came out and they just made 3 easy layups in a row. So I think they just need to attack the paint more and learn, don't take as many threes as they did in the first quarter. Attack the paint. We have the height. Let's just go up and make those easy layups and make them foul us.
So, Justin, just to put this into perspective, Regis has 22 points right now. Perkins has scored 14 of them, including 2 threes. So Perkins, 4 twos, 2 threes, or he also has the free throw. But that is absolutely insane to have that percentage of your team's points this early in the game.
Yeah, he is absolutely incredible. On the year so far, he has 523 points. So, I mean, he's hard to guard. So, for this team, he is everything for the most part.
I believe he does lead the state of Colorado in scoring, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he does that and free throw attempts.
Howell backdowns Perkins but can't get it to go. So Perkins bringing the ball up. 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this half. Perkins with a quick give and go to Smith. Barilla gets it up top, finds Stemper up top, who finds Cadillac. Cadillac looking, finds Smith. Smith over to Perkins. Raiders taking their time. Gets it to Barilla. Barilla to Perkins. Perkins with another 3. Can't get this one to go. Rebounded by Tanner DeBoer. And Rusk bring it up for the Grizzlies. Rusk, a very tall point guard. And that can be used to your advantage. O'Neal gets it inside, stops, pops, and will not drop. So Perkins going to bring it up the court here for the Raiders with another rebound. And
Regis swinging the ball around again, doing a great job spreading the floor, finding open passes right there to Kip Barilla. And it looks like it's going to say it's off of Zach Smith, and it's going to go over to Thunderridge ball. So,
all right, Perkins, I believe, has 5 or 6 rebounds tonight already. So that double-double looking real strong for him. And Crawford going to bring the ball up for Thunderridge. Still a 2-point game. 4:20 left in this second quarter. Thunderridge has not fouled now for an entire 8 minutes. So O'Neal with the 3 will not get it to go, in and out. And Stemper will collect that, finds Perkins. Oh, who dodges Crawford. And Perkins going to try and float it. Kind of forced that one, Justin.
Yeah, he should have regrouped, let his team get down there and find a great shot.
O'Neal working against Stemper, gets it to Crawford. Crawford with a great crossover. Finds Zarlin on the outside. Zarlin with the 3, no can do. And that'll be an over the back for Howell. Going over Kip Barilla there, and I believe Regis. That is the 5th foul on Thunderbridge, so the bonus quickly approaching for the Raiders.
So I have a question for you, Steven, real quick. If Thunderridge keeps taking all these 3-point shots and aren't making them, what do you say in the timeout?
You know, I don't think it matters. There's still a 2-point game, despite them only being 2 for 9 from the 3-point range. While Regis Jesuit is, give me a second here, 4 for 8, shooting 50%, was actually unheard of. But, so I think as long as you aren't losing the game, you don't have to really worry about it. Barilla kicks it back out to Perkins there. But, yeah, Justin, I think if you're Thunderridge, you just say keep calm and keep taking them if we get these open looks. Sember hands off to Perkins. Perkins finds an opening and will get nothing. He has to kick it out to Starkle. Starkle back over to Perkins. And Perkins working against Marucci. Kind of came on the way down, but Barilla gets the rebound and gets it back in there. Bringing the Regis lead to 4 with 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter as Crawford brings it up for the Grizzlies.
Offensive rebounds mean everything to this team, so great job there by Kip Barilla.
So here we see Rusk Kicking it across to Crawford. Crawford to Marucci. Marucci finds it outside to Crawford. Crawford to Zarlin. Zarlin to Marucci. Kind of running a three-man weave. And Marucci gets double-teamed and stuck, and they will give Josh Perkins a reaching foul. And he can't believe it. I believe that is Josh's second foul, and Coach might have to sit him here for the rest of the half.
Yeah, going back to that Mountain Vista game, Josh Perkins fouled out when the game was tied for the most part. So we're going to have to make sure that he doesn't get in foul trouble.
Was that against Mountain Vista? It was.
Yeah, it was against Mountain Vista.
Yeah, because he missed those free throws, then fouled out.
Yeah, it was a game. And then we got the ball back with 2.
Alley-oop from Howell to Hammond. You don't see that every day in high school basketball. Wow, what a play, Justin.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to dunk the ball, but, I mean, great finish there.
Perkins over to Cadillac. Cadillac driving, and he will get up, and they will say that is a foul on, I'll wait for the call. That is on Hammond. So, Hammonds, excuse me, there's an S on the end of that. Oh, it's on Cadillac, really? Wow.
Regis is starting to pick up a lot of careless fouls here lately in the second quarter.
And I believe that was an up and down, Justin, for Cadillac. No, that wouldn't be a team foul. It was a pushing or blocking foul. And Russ gets it to go on the drive. And that'll tie this game at 24 here. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Perkins working inside. Finds Cadillac outside. Cadillac for 3. No can do. Rebounded by Barilla. Barilla working inside, gets it up, no can do, rebounded by Hammonds. Hammonds kicks it out to Rusk. And that possession gets nothing for the Raiders. Oh, finds Marucci for the open 3, and Marucci can't get it, rebounded by Starkle. And Stemper will take it up the court here for the Raiders.
Even though Regis is out height tonight, they have got those, making sure that Thunderridge hasn't got those offensive rebounds.
And that is a push on Thunderridge's Marucci. And that'll be their 7th foul, so that'll put Regis, that'll put them over the limit. And Regis will be going to the line. Perkins coming out of the game, though. So I believe Sanford stepping up to take it for Josh. Oh, no. They are not over the limit yet.
I believe in these situations, we look to Eric Stemper as the leader on the court.
Stemper, quick inbound to Sanford, who was on the cut, and he gets it to go. So, oh, quick one down to Tidegen, and swatted by Stanford. And, oh, jeez. Raiders are SWAT-licious tonight. So, not the first time we've seen that you got swatted. Ooh, Tidegen. Running it down, Stanford able to keep that away from Crawford. Excuse me, Sanford. Man, I'm just leaving out consonants tonight, Justin, for these people's names.
Oh, and I'm putting them there where they're not supposed to be. I call them Stanford too, so.
All right, so tipped by Sanford. Kept it away. Rusk on the drive. Rusk with a tough shot, but he gets it to fall to tie this one up again with 50 seconds left on the clock. Stemper bringing it up. Gets it over to Smith, who finds Starkle cross court. Over to Barilla. Barilla kicks it to Smith, who kicks it to Sanford. Sanford on the cut finds Stemper, and they will say he was out of bounds.
Regis really needs to take care of this ball, especially with 35 seconds left to go. They want to make sure they have the momentum going into halftime instead of letting Thunderridge back in this game.
Zarlin inbounded to Rusk. I remember the first time I saw Thunderridge play a Regis Jesuit. It was the time when Bud Thomas had that half-court shot off the steal. 5.3 seconds on the clock, stolen by Clark to Thomas for that half-quarter that made SportsCenter top 10. So these teams definitely have some history. Tidegen hits the 3 for Regis Jesuit. Stemper bring it up. 9 seconds to go. 6 seconds to go. Kicks it over. Looking for a shot. Starkle elevates, gets it, and that'll be it. So that last 3 by Tidegen will give Thunderridge the lead here from the Grizzly Den at Thunderridge High School. As at the half, Thunderridge leads Regis Jesuit 29-26. We'll see you back after the half for another great 16 minutes of action. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Raiders fans, Grizzlies fans, your cats, your dogs, your aunts, your uncles, and everybody tuning in tonight to the Grizzly Den here at Thunderridge High School. We just witnessed a great first half of basketball here. Steven Snyder with my color man, Justin Brazel. And that will be, they already call, child on the court. There's a child, small child on the court for 5 seconds in this half, but Grizzlies leading at the half 29-26, trying to protect this house from a Raider squad. Team's combined record here, 31-9. Looking great. So we'll see here as the Raiders inbound. Get it to Josh Perkins, who had the hot hand the first half, but gets it into Barilla, who cannot finish, and that'll go off Barilla and out of bounds.
Just a quick side note, learning about the first half, Josh had 14 points in the first quarter, but 0 in the second. They did a great job on their defense for shutting him down.
Definitely, as Rusk brings it up the court for Thunderridge. Gets it to Hammonds. Hammonds back to Rusk. Rusk looking for the drive, spin move, can't get it, kicks it over to O'Neal, and O'Neal can't hit. Thunderridge still having struggles from the line. Josh Perkins finds a nice inside to Eric Stemper with that no-look pass there to kick off this second half scoring.
Great assist there by Josh Perkins to Eric Stemper for the easy 2.
Marucci working against Stemper. Marucci gets it inside, can't get it. Starkle with the rebound, kicks it up to Josh Perkins. Josh looking to run, but no, he stops and takes the 3. No good. Rebound not caught by the Raiders. O'Neal with a quick pass to Marucci. Marucci coming up, and the foul will be called on Starkle. Marucci going to the charity stripe to toss 2 at the basket.
You know, even though Josh missed that 3-pointer, what I really was impressed about for this Regis team was how 3 people on the Regis team went and started to go after that ball. Even though they didn't get it, but they still went up strong and tried getting that. So, great job by Regis.
And Marucci misses the first one. We will see here. And you know, just that's the interesting thing. Free throws can really change a game around if you hit or miss a couple of them.
It's like what they always say. Free throws win games for you, or they kill the game for you. So
exactly. Marucci able to hit that second one, bring it 30-28 in favor of the Grizzlies. And that pass, Josh and Eric Stemper not on the same page, but that'll be tipped by a Thunderridge player. So.
Yeah, it looked like it got deflected there, I think, by number 22.
Oh, O'Neal there. Josh Perkins working against Marucci. Josh nowhere to go. And Josh still trying to get something going. Finds Starkle for 3, and Starkle hits it, giving the Raiders their first lead since they led 24-22. Rusk kicks it over to Marucci. Marucci working against Stemper. He'll kick it back to Rusk, who kicks it inside to Howell. Howell has a nice spin move. He's been hitting it all night, but doesn't hit it here. Josh looking to run inside to Starkle for the easy layup. And the Raiders putting together a nice start of this second half. Raiders did get started well, surprisingly, tonight, Justin. And I think that really kept them in this game. We'll see here if they can keep it going in the second half like they normally do.
I'm really impressed, but there are 3 straight assists there by Josh Perkins. Great looks and great feeds by him. So
Hammonds tries to get it to Howell. Blocked, but Hammonds gets it back and really forces a 3. And that'll clink off the rim. Oh, Cadillac to Perkins, who can't complete the layup alley-oop.
Oh, and Josh is hurt.
Perkins hits the floor hard. And Shaw going to pull him off. He looked hurt going up for that alley-oop there. I think he came into contact with a Thunderridge player who was running for the rebound and just kind of got kicked off behind the hoop there.
Is it kind of like in football if the guy goes down, then he has to go off for like a little bit?
Yes, that's exactly how it is. Thunderridge missing the alley-oop and just looking. Well, that would look a little strange to a non-basketball fan, why they'd have a guy jump and complete miss the ball, just not on the same page. And if you're going to do the alley-oop like we saw earlier, you got to be on the same page.
Yeah, it kind of was a little out of control there, but I like to see, hope we see Josh Perkins back on the floor soon.
5:35 left in the second quarter play. Raiders lead by 3, 33-30. Cadillac working against Rusk, finds Stemper, kicks it over to Smith. Smith over to Starkle, and Starkle finds Cadillac. Cadillac working against Rusk again. Tries to get it inside. Great dribble. Oh, and he will beat Rusk. Rusk kind of tripped over himself, and he'll beat him there for a 2.
Great job there. Devin Cadillac showing his strength and what he has.
Regis' lead up to 5. O'Neal finds Marucci. Marucci to Rusk. Rusk thinks about the 3, but kicks it out to O'Neal, who will try the 3, and O'Neal can't hit. And Hammond's looking for the rebound, and they will say, well, I'm going to wait for the call here.
Looks like it's going to be a foul called on Thunderridge.
That'll be a push. And we will, did you see who that was called on? I think that was away from the ball. And actually, that is a timeout, Thunderridge.
Regis Jesuit in there, famous banana cheer in the student section. Looks like Regis' student section's having a lot more fun out there.
And look at that Thunderridge crowd just looking in awe at the Regis crowd. I've never seen faces that shocked from an opposing crowd. Thunderridge big, but Regis brought their voices tonight. And Justin, we haven't seen that in a long time from the Regis crowd.
Oh yeah, especially most games. You don't. I mean, most of the time you see both crowds going crazy. But tonight it looks like we have silenced the Thunderridge crowd, even though we're on their home court.
Definitely, Raiders putting together a great run here from Thunderridge, and we will see against Thunderridge. Excuse me. Thunderridge only scored 1 point here. The Raiders on a 9-1 run to start the second half. With 4:56 remaining, only 3 minutes gone by in this first quarter. So
this is exactly what Ken Shaw planned to do coming out of this halftime, getting these easy baskets. They're not shooting threes; they're just making these easy layups. So
and Josh Perkins back on the court. Justin, if I had to pick a team to play the first half of the first quarter coming right off halftime, I'd say Regis is the best in the state, or definitely could compete for it coming out of that locker room for the second half. Every game.
I don't know what it is, but Coach Shaw does something to get this team fired up.
Josh driving. Oh, gets it around Marucci and lays it in. Oh, my.
I mean, I don't know how to stop that.
You can't. That's the problem. There's players like Josh that you just can't stop. Kicks it over. Hammonds to Zarlin. Zarlin elevates. Zarlin misses again. I believe that puts Zarlin at 0 for 4 from the night for 3. And 0 for 3, excuse me. Oh, and Cadillac hits the 3. Raiders on a 14-1 run. The lead is now double digits, increased to 10 here halfway through this third quarter.
The student sections tell it all. Thunderridge is dead silent, and Regis is going crazy. So.
Oh, my. This is quite a run from Regis. Russ kicks it out to O'Neal, trying to end the dry streak, and O'Neal hits the 3 there. Finally, to give the Grizzlies some points. Snap at 14-1 run. Perkins gets it into Starkle, and Hammonds kicks that out of there. They want goaltending. I don't know. That was pretty close, but it looked clean. And Rusk will miss the shot. Perkins brings it up against Marucci. Oh! Perkins completely schools Marucci. Gets inside Hammonds, but can't finish. Great play. Ball's battling around. Eric Stemper gets it. Kicks it out to Cadillac, who will get fouled hard by Zarlin, and that'll send Cadillac to the line to shoot 2.
Great job there by Kip Barilla, keeping that ball alive, going up against 2 of the tallest Thunderridge players on this team, and still finding a way to get this play alive. So great job by him.
So Cadillac with the first one is up, and it rims out. So,
I mean, Devin Cadillac, not the best free throw shooter on the year, but he does a great job when you need him. So, big free throws here.
And he misses the second one. So Cadillac 0 for 2. As Thunderridge brings it up the court, Crawford. Grizzlies down 7. Kicks it out to Marucci. Marucci looks for the drive. Tries to kick it to Howell. Howell can't handle it. And that'll be going back. Red ball.
they're really not taking care of that ball. They really need to start taking advantage of these opportunities that Regis has given them.
And Regis will call a timeout. Just a 30-second timeout. Just collecting. What do you think Shaw's taking this timeout for?
I think he's after watching a couple of those made shots that Thunderridge has had, just to say to him, hey, this game's not over yet. We have the momentum. Let's just keep going. Let them not get back in this game. Let's just keep attacking and making this lead go up even higher.
Yeah, it seemed like Thunderridge had momentum going into the half, but they literally just couldn't convert it into second half momentum.
They couldn't. Thunderridge did a terrible job in the first half of taking advantage of those opportunities that Regis gave them. Regis has really tightened down their defense and have turned those defensive plays into offensive opportunities there, and Regis taking advantage. So great job there by Regis.
Starkle going to inbound for the Raiders. And, oh! They're going to say it's a foul on Josh Perkins for that tangle right there. I don't know about that one, Justin.
I mean, I feel like the Joe Marucci, he fell down and then that tripped Josh Perkins up, but I mean, you never know. You're on the road. You're not going to get most of those calls.
And so Zarlin kicks it to Marucci. Driving Rusk. And that'll be an... Didn't see that.
I mean, I think I'm way the farthest you can get away from that play, and I think that was a great play there by Devin Cadillac. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess that the officials are seeing something totally different.
Marucci inside to Zarlin. Zarlin finally converts. That'll give him 4 points on the night. Josh driving, kicks it out to Starkle. Starkle with another three. Will not go, but Barilla, that'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow is Regis's because there was a jump ball in the first half, so Raiders will keep the ball. Their lead dwindled to 5, though. Thunderridge on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, Regis is leading 40-35 with 2:19 left to go in this third quarter.
Starkle to Perkins. Marucci on his toes. Perkins pulls up. And that will not go. Rebounded by Zarlin. That ball bounced up there and hung up there for a while. Rusk working against Starkle. Marucci, who's now been taken over defensively by Stemper. And Rusk working inside, finds Howell, who can't get the easy lay-in. Oh, that is, the Thunderridge coach can't be happy with that one. And immediately when that happened, he sent 2 players up to sub in. Stolen away from Perkins by Howell. 1 minute and 36 seconds left in this third quarter of play. Tidegin over to Marucci. Marucci gets the open look and will not go. And they're saying that's a push on Eric Stepper. I don't know about these calls. Refs really, for me, Justin, the refs really seem to change their tone from the first half to the second half in foul calling. And I think both sets of teams are getting frustrated because they can't really gauge where the refs move to because they aren't really being consistent tonight. I mean, I'm not saying that the officials in high school sports are great. I'm just saying they kind of changed their tone from the first half.
I think it's all based on the intensity levels. I mean, first half was great, but this game has got a lot more physical and a lot more intensity. So,
and Rusk hits the 3 over Perkins. And it is now a 2-point game as Cam Beards brings it up. Smith, Beards, and Sanford all checking in for the Raiders. And Beards working against Rusk. Beards, 5'6". And I believe he's actually shorter than that. I believe he's like 5'2". Perkins elevates, can't get it, but Sanford gets the rebound, and that'll be a foul on Tidegin for Thunderridge, and that'll send Sanford to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Regis has done. They're turning their offense, how they're going to go about it, a little bit different than we normally see. Right now, I mean, Josh Perkins normally takes up the ball the whole first half. Now they're trying to put him down low more, and so he can post up against some of this other players. So, different.
And Sanford misses the first one.
Different looks, but hey, if it works. But it looks like Coach Shaw's going to take out Josh Perkins for the for this last 54.3 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
So we'll see here as Sanford attempts the second one. And he will hit it. 1 of 2 for Sanford at the line. And we are sorry we lost video feed for a second. While we work on it, Russ kicks it over to Marucci. Marucci drives, and he will get called for traveling. And he did take a couple extra steps there. Our video is back on. There we go.
For those folks who didn't see it, it looks like Manucci had a great play there, but took a couple more steps than he should have. So, great call by the officials there.
Definitely, and as we'll see here, Starkle inbounds it over the half court to Smith. Smith running up. Can't get it. He'll hand it off to Josh Perkins. Josh Perkins working against Marucci again. He's had troubles ever since the first quarter. Misses that one. Oh, tries to go up. Gets his own rebound again. And they will say that is a foul on O'Neal. So they will get that.
Josh Perkins really upset with how that went, that place, but hopefully that intensity and that fight that he has in him carries over in this fourth quarter.
And so Perkins will get the ball here, inbound to Starkle. Starkle back to Perkins. Perkins driving. Kicks it to Sanford for the easy lay-in. And Raiders lead, return to 5 here, 43-38 with 12 seconds remaining in this first quarter as Rusk brings it up. Inside 10. Russ driving. And he misses the shot. Sanford gets it. Smith running up 4, 2, oh. And Starkle gets it off before the buzzer. And that will count. So the end of the third quarter comes. Regis Jesuit leads 45-38. A 9-point turnaround in that quarter for the Raiders as we enter the fourth quarter. And
I mean, I must say, we started that quarter off excellent. You couldn't have done any better for a high school team. But then they started letting Thunderridge back into this game. But then at the very end, Regis took advantage of those opportunities, and then they made it. So now it's a 7-point game. So excellent quarter there by Regis. Gave Thunderridge some light back in this quarter, but great way to finish it and have that momentum carrying over into the fourth.
And I don't think the game, I thought it was going to be a truly offensive battle. I think you were thinking a little more defensively, Justin, and I don't think it's really been either. It's kind of been a well-balanced game for both teams, which is really surprising.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, I just feel the intensity in this room. I mean, the noise, everything has got louder. It's got more physical. I mean, this is how you want a high school basketball game. You can't get much better than this.
And we will see here.
Thunderridge will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Regis looks like they're going to pick him up at the halfway mark.
So Regis moving their defense up from a quarter court to a half court man. Rusk bringing it up, finds O'Neal. O'Neal having a rough night tonight, hasn't been able to hit. Rusk gets the screen, and the Raiders will switch. Stemper still on Marucci. Marucci gets it inside to Howell, and Howell finds O'Neal outside, and O'Neal's going to miss again. And Perkins loses the ball, and that'll be a Thunderridge Grizzly basketball. And we will see here. Raiders got to be careful. You just got to, honestly, with a 7-point lead in a game like this, you just got to get it inside, get a couple layups, and make your possessions last about 40 seconds, and you've got this game in the bag.
Yeah, unfortunate turnover there. Gives the ball back to Thunderridge, who looks like they're having a good...
Oh, my. And I don't know if they'll call the foul there. Zach Smith, the 5'11 junior, swatted the 6'3 Peter Howell. He's 5'9", actually. And we'll see here. Gets it inside back to Howell, who gets it back to Rusk for 3, and Rusk hits it. So 4-point game here. 7:15 remaining in this fourth quarter. Josh Perkins brings it up. Perkins to Smith. Smith looking for it. And Raiders just kind of passing the ball around. And Perkins can't get it to fall. Howell will collect it.
Looks like Josh Perkins was a little bit too strong on that shot. Just keep focusing, go back to his fundamentals, and he'll make those shots.
Marucci gets it on the wing. Marucci finds Hammonds. Hammonds for three. Hammonds will not get it. Josh Perkins with the rebound. Josh Perkins looking to run. And he gets in there, kicks it out to Sanford, who kicks it out to Smith to Starkle. Back to Smith for three. No, but rebounded by Sanford. Great rebound. And Perkins will keep it. Oh, gets to Sanford. Regis all over the place. They don't know what's going on, really. And Stemper can't get it. It rims out. And that'll be a foul on Regis Jesuit for an over the back.
That looks like it's gone Josh Perkins. That's his 4th foul. I mean, we've seen it all year. Everything comes down to these last minutes. And when he's getting in foul trouble, I mean, it's so hard.
Yeah. I don't know what the Raiders are going to do. They're going to have to take Mount Barilla in. 6:13 remaining in this game. So it's going to be really tough for the Raiders here, but I think they can do it, definitely. 4-point game now, 45-41. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this last quarter of play. Rusk brings it up. Rusk looking, gets inside, finds Zarlin, who gets it over to O'Neal. O'Neal to Marucci. Marucci back to Rusk up top. Rusk gets double teamed, but he finds his way out to Howell, who will spin it in and get the lay-in. 2-point game here.
They're attacking the paint. They're getting those easy looks that we talked about in the first half.
And Starkle hits a quick three to answer. He heard that phone ringing, and he picked it right up and answered. Oh, it was a 2. That was a very, very long 2, Justin.
Yeah, but that got the Regis crowd going again, which is really what we need.
Rusk gets trapped inside, but he'll kick it out. Over to Marucci. Marucci looking, finds Rusk. Rusk gets it over to Zarlin. Zarlin can't hit again, but Marucci gets the rebound. And we will see. I don't know what the call is there. And they're going to say he will be shooting 2.
I think they're going to call that on Kip Barilla. I mean, you can see him pleading the case down there to the other official, but they're not listening at all.
Blocking foul on Kip. I guess he probably didn't get his feet set there. So we will see here as Marucci, his first one, swoosh. And that brings the game down to 1 possession. 5:10 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Marucci with his second. And we have a 2-point game. Barilla quick inbound to Stemper. Stemper brings it up the floor.
I mean, the question comes now is, when do you put in Josh Perkins?
I think you got to wait till inside at least the half mark at 4 minutes, maybe even 3. Barilla over to Stemper. Stemper for 3. Stemper can't hit. Rebounded by Zarlin. And Zarlin with a bad pass, and that'll be a Regis Jesuit ball.
Like we said earlier, it all comes down to who can make the 3-pointer, especially when it comes time late in the 4th quarter.
So Stemper calling the play. Starting it off over to Zach Smith. Zach Smith gets it. Kicks it to Starkle. Starkle finds Barilla up top. Barilla working. Looking. Back over to Starkle. And Starkle to Smith. And Barilla, Regis Jesuit really taking their time getting good passes. And finds Barilla. Barilla looks for the drive. It wasn't there. Eric Stemper takes it, gets the lane. Finds it into Zach Smith. And Zach Smith gets swatted. Eric Stemper goes back up and gets the foul called. 4:12 remaining in this 4th quarter. Regis Jesuit leads by 2. Eric Stemper taking a visit to the charity stripe.
I'm very impressed with this Regis team. They're not trying to rush any shots and make some bad mistakes here. They're taking their time, passing the ball around, and hopefully they'll find that open shot right underneath the basket.
And Stemper hits the first. Effortlessly. It's amazing how effortless a free throw motion looks on people who really have high percentages and good free throw shots. It's just like, whoop. Oh, Stemper's rims out. Fight for the ball, jump ball, and possession arrow points to the... I thought the possession arrow was for the Grizzlies because of the jump ball earlier in the game.
Yep, but it looks like it's going to go back to Regis, which is really crucial, especially since we're only up by 3.
Definitely, so we will see here. And Stemper looking for the inbound. And they will call a blocking foul on Kip Barilla. So Regis' 3-point lead, that'll turn the ball right back to Thunderridge. And Rusk will bring it up for them exactly. And that's second foul on Barilla. 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Marucci looking. Oh, tried to find Tidegin. Tipped out by Regis. Great defense there. So they will inbound down on the Regis side.
Every play counts now. I mean, you'll only have so many minutes of time. So.
And the inbound going off the back of the backboard. So I don't think that'll count. Interesting. That doesn't count because it never technically went in bounds, Justin.
It really didn't. I've never really seen that before, but.
Oh, off the foot of the ref, and that kept it in. That would have been out of bounds and a Raiders ball. But it bounced off the foot of the ref and allowed Marucci to recover it. And Tidegin looking.
I mean, it looks like Thunderridge is doing the same thing Regis is, taking their time and trying to find that easy look.
And that will be foul on the Raiders. Rusk will go to the line to shoot 2. Both teams now have 6 fouls, 1 away from the single bonus.
I mean, it all comes down now. You're on their court. You got to play your game. You just got to keep fighting till the end. I mean, it's anyone's game right now, even though it's only a 3-point game.
So it will be a 1-and-1. Scoreboard has me confused. They just added a foul to the Thunderridge tally. Oh, no, excuse me. Visitor, I was thinking we were back at Guy Gibbs, Justin.
And with 3:34 left to go in the game, they check Regis. They check Josh Perkins goes back in the game. So
it was that halfway mark they were looking for in the quarter. So Rusk hits the first, 48-46. And Rusk will hit the second. 1-point game here. Timeout, Thunderridge. Grizzlies want to talk things over and make sure they have things going. So we'll be back here after a quick break here on RJ Live. And welcome back to RJ Live, everybody here in the Grizzly Den at Thunderridge High School. We have your Raiders leading the Grizzlies by 1 here, 3:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. Raiders 48-47 as Starkle brings the ball up. And Starkle looking, finds Stemper, who goes around, finds Smith. Smith looking, hands it off to Perkins. Perkins working against Marucci. Perkins works inside, finds Starkle on a nice little floater pass, gets it back to Perkins. And everybody wanted a foul there. Perkins going to have to kick it back out to Starkle. 3 minutes remaining. And Perkins working inside, and he will get the foul call. So Perkins will take 2 here from the line. 2:59 remaining in this fourth quarter. And now any fouls will provide for a 1-and-1, Justin. You get 1 shot. If you make it, you get a second on either team. Perkins hits the first, increases the lead to 2.
Josh Perkins is a 73% free throw shooter on the year, so it all comes down to the 3 free throws.
And that'll be an over the back on Barilla. No, it won't. I'm going to wait for the call. I thought that was an over the back on Barilla.
I know, by the way the officials were looking, it looked like they were going to try to call that on Kip Barilla, but.
So as I said, both teams in the bonus now. And that is on number 22, Hunter O'Neill.
And And that is his 4th foul of the game. So 1 more and he's gone.
Barilla hits the first 3-point game. He can force it into 2 possession if he hits it here. Again, 2:58 remaining in the 4th quarter. And he hits the second.
Kip Barilla is only a sophomore. He has so much potential, and he'll be a great force going down and coming up in the next couple of years.
Definitely. Russ kicks it over to Tidegin. Tidegin to O'Neal. O'Neal to Marucci. Marucci back to Rusk up top. And Rusk to Marucci to Howell. Howell looking. Howell's going to take the long jumper. Can't get it, but Marucci gets the rebound. And it won't fall. Scramble for the ball. It comes out. Tidegin gets it to O'Neal. And that'll be a foul on Eric Stemper.
Just to show you, everyone out there, how much fouls are playing a key role. There are so many players out on the court right now that have 4 fouls, including Josh Perkins and even O'Neal. So whoever fouls out first, I feel, is going to say that team doesn't win. So we got to make sure that Josh stays in this game for this Regis team.
Tidegin at the line to shoot 2. And he will miss the first, so he won't get the second. And that'll be out of bounds on Thunderridge, Regis Jesuit ball. But no, that'll be a foul. So that'll come back to the other end for a 1-and-1.
That looks like that's going to be a foul on Peter Howell. I mean, we haven't seen him much tonight, but I mean,
that's his 4th.
That's
again
his
for
4th.
Howell.
I mean, there are so many people out here with 4 fouls. Whoever gets them, whoever can get those guys out of here fast enough. So.
And Starkle hits the first, so he will earn his second shot.
You can see Coach Shaw focuses his practices on free throws because he knows it all comes down to free throws.
And Starkle hits the second. So Raiders lead by 6 now, 53-47, 2:20 left in this game. And the steal, Josh Perkins can't collect it though. So Rusk working up at the top. Marucci with the drive. And that'll be a charge on Marucci.
Finally, after all those charge attempts that Kip Barilla has taken, he has finally got it. And it's very crucial at the time that he has received it.
And Regis now will be in the... Oh, Marucci has 4 fouls. There's so many guys. Oh, Marucci gets the steal, though. Gets it like a NFL wide receiver. Took it back shoulder, and that'll be a foul on Barilla. If that's 4 on Barilla, there's going to be 5 players on the floor with 4 fouls. We'll see both teams now with 9 fouls. So this will be the last 1-and-1. After this, we'll see the double bonus, automatic 2 shots for any foul. That is only the 3rd on Barilla. But still.
I mean, the thing you have to watch out the most here is if this game somehow goes into overtime, just like that Louisville-Notre Dame game the other night, it all came down to so many guys kept fouling out. And we had people who never start on the court.
And so Starkle with a quick pass to Stemper. Stemper will bring it up the court. 4-point game. Exactly 2 minutes to go in this 4th quarter of play. Raiders lead by 4, 53-49. Stemper looking for something, and that'll be a push on O'Neal, and I believe that is O'Neal's 5th. And indeed, that is O'Neal's 5th, so he will be off the court. Crawford's going to have to come in for him, and there's the first foul out of the night. Eric Stemple will take 2 for the double bonus.
O'Neal is such a big part to this team. He averages 17 points of this on the season for this Thunderridge Grizzlies team. So, I mean, once he's out, I mean, who do they look for in this game now?
I don't know. Stemper hits the first, and he will look for the second. Raiders lead now to 5, and he hits a second. 55-49. Raiders lead by 6, 1:58 remaining in this 4th quarter. Rusk bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Finds Howell, who goes over to Crawford. Crawford finds Marucci, and Marucci tries to get it into Howell, but Starkle will pick that up, and they've got to watch the 8 seconds to get across half court with the struggles they've been having. And that'll be timeout on Regis, 1:39 remaining as the Raiders now lead by 6.
Excellent timeout call there by Coach Shaw. He knows that his team was in trouble with that 8-second violation that you were thinking about. So, I mean, great play by him, especially knowing he had those timeouts.
Definitely. So, if you're Thunderridge, what do you tell your players? I know we keep going back to this, but these huddles are crucial on the timeouts. What do you tell your players if you're the Grizzlies coach?
It's never over until it's over. You just got to keep shooting and you got to keep trying. I mean, you take those 3-point attempts. This is only a 2-possession game. So, I mean, all they need to do is create some steals on this play right here and go down and score. This game will be tied up. But if I'm Coach Shaw, on the other hand, I got to say, we got to hold on to this ball. Every turnover is costly here.
So we will see here. 1:39 remaining. If you're Thunderridge, you definitely don't have to foul yet, especially if you hit a 3 and you bring it to a 1-possession game. You can almost get through it without intentionally fouling at all. But notice, Justin, if we look at the scoreboard, Thunderridge has 10 fouls, Regis has 9. That means anything is a double bonus. So even a reach-in or a blocking foul, that sends you to the line for 2 shots. So I think in the end of this story, it's going to be a fairy tale ending for the team who can sing them from the charity stripe.
Exactly. Smart defense. That's all the key right here. You cannot give up a foul.
Starkle gets it into Barilla, and that'll be stolen. And Rusk running down. Rusk misses. Rusk gets it back up, misses again. Tidkin blocked by Zach Smith, his second block of the game. No foul called. Stemper brings it up. Starkle gets it. Starkle finds Smith. Oh, Smith faked. Gets it to Josh Perkins, who can't get it. Josh gets his own tip. Can't get it, and that'll be inside. Ooh, a very quick jump ball called there. And that'll be a jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Grizzlies. So that'll be a Grizzlies ball. 1:12 remaining. Regis leads by 6 in this 4th quarter of play. Crawford, bring it up for the Grizzlies.
Like we said earlier, Zach Smith's only 5'9", and he just out-rebounded and blocked a guy that's over 6 feet tall.
Crawford with the lay-in, won't go. Starkle with the rebound, gets it to Perkins. Inside a minute now. Thunderridge has to start thinking about fouling. And that'll be a foul. Ooh, I thought that was clean. I thought that was a clean steal.
It really looked like it. It really did. He put his hand right through there, knocked the ball away, and made a clean steal, but apparently we got a penalty called. Or a foul, I should say.
And so Perkins at the line to shoot 2. And he'll hit the first of his 2.
Going back to earlier, he's a 73% free throw shooter. So, every free throw counts, especially this late in the game.
And he hits both. Reaches his lead extended to 8. 50 seconds remaining. Grizzlies will probably have to start putting up some threes. Russ to Marucci. Marucci driving. And they lost it. Perkins got it. Oh, Perkins with the no-look pass to Starkle. And Starkle lays it in. This game now a 10-point game, and I think it's out of reach for the Grizzlies.
I feel like Thunderridge has no clue what to do. They're just looking around going, they have no clue how to block these teams.
Russ puts it up, misses. Howell misses the layup. Kip Barilla gets it. Pass it to Stemper. Stemper gets it up to Josh Perkins. And Perkins fouled hard by Howell. I think he almost wanted the dunk there. And Howell said, not in my house, but Regis Jesuit, 13.4 seconds left.
Josh Perkins wanted to put the exclamation point on this game. They wouldn't give it to him, but hey, I'll take it. Put him at the free throw line. 73% of the year, let him go. He can make them. But it looks like Regis is going to pull out a win here. 59-49 left to go in this 4th quarter with 13.4 seconds left to go in the game.
Thunderridge not able to defend the Grizzly Dentite. Raiders will move on to 17-4.
And it looks like Peter Howell just fouled out of the game as well. So that is 2 players for this Thunderridge team that have fouled out.
And definitely in league play, Regis will move to 8-1. Thunderridge will move to 15-6 overall, 7-2 in league play. So in that, the league play plays a big part in playoff seeding. So Perkins up, and he hits the first.
I feel like this gives so much confidence to come out here on the road in a tough environment and pull out a great win like this.
And Perkins hits the second. That puts Perkins up to 21 points on the night, Justin. Great play from him. And as he checks out of the game, huge applause from both sides.
That's what I think you need to do. Take out your star player. You're up by 12. You've won this game.
And so as the clock goes within 10, Rusk will handle it. Rusk puts up 3, misses. Sanford gets it, finds Barilla. Barilla ahead to Zach Smith, and Zach Smith will run out the clock. The final score here from Thunderridge High School's Grizzly Den. Your Regis Jesuit Raiders 61, the Thunderridge Grizzlies 49. Players of the game for both teams, Justin.
I mean, I feel like it started off with Josh Perkins, but then he kind of got ice cold there in the second half. So, I mean, I'd say it goes to Kip Barilla and all those defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds that he contributed. But I also think that for their team, Joe Marucci was everywhere, stealing the ball, assists, points, everything you name it. He was out there tonight, so I give it to him too.
For me, for the Raiders, I got to give it to, well, actually, let me see. Wow. I'm going to give it to Josh Perkins. I mean, he just dominated the court tonight. I mean, he had rebounds. He ended up with a double-double, 11 rebounds and 21 points, something you rarely see there. And for the Thunderridge Grizzlies, I'm going to give it to Russ, the quarterback of the team tonight. He really ran the team and kept them in it at times.
I think it just all came down to exactly what we said, fouls. I mean, we saw it there. Josh Perkins had 4 fouls there going into the fourth quarter. But you watch it, how he approached the game with 4 fouls. He just came out strong and knew exactly how to win. All
right, so from the Grizzly Den here at Thunderridge High School, this is Steven Snyder signing off for my fantastic producer, Joe Quigley, my ultra-awesome cameraman, Tyler Ballinger, our amazing statistician, Nate Root. Thank you so much, Nate. And finally, of course, my fantastic color man, Justin Brazel. You all have a great night, and we'll see you back here for more Raider basketball in the future.